Hey, good morning, folks. So, I wanted to get on here, and there's a lot of scuttlebutt about sellers paying a buyer's agent. And I've been in this market 7 years, semi-rookie, but I've been through a lot of deals. I do about 70 deals a year. My broker does 250 deals a year. So, I'm privy to way things work in the real estate world. So, at a listing presentation, the standard contract in this area, we are at 6%. So that can vary, and it always has. The seller is in complete control of how much compensation they're going to pay their listing agent and a potential buyer's agent. So if, let's just say, it's my recommendation to go ahead and the seller list at 6%. Now, is that because I'm greedy and selfish? Or if you don't list at 6% and share equally, 3 and 3, let's just say a buyer calls me or another agent. Well, hello. Yes, I would love to show you property. How many would you like to see? Oh, 3 or 4. Okay, I'll set those up for you. Now, that was Duncan Smith acting as a buyer's agent. Let's just say I didn't have the listing, and I'm going to find this potential buyer who just called me 3 or 4 properties to look at. So in today's world, I call that listing agent and say, hey, how much is the commission, because it's not on the MLS anymore, and what are you willing to share if I bring you a buyer to the table? So if that listing agent is at 6%, they're going to share 50-50. They're going to share 3%. I review their property. Bingo, bango. I show it. The next one, same thing, 6%. It's on the list. I'm going to show it. I keep calling. And then I call 4 or 5. And the last one I call says, we're not paying the buyer's agent anything. So realistically, which one am I going to show? It's human nature that I'm going to show the first properties that are going to offer me the most compensation. And is it greedy, or is it just good business to make good business decisions? Now, if that buyer calls me and says, hey, I want to see this property, and you call the listing agent and they say, look, dude, you're on your own on compensation, am I going to show that buyer that property? Absolutely. Am I going to try to get paid? Absolutely. The big question in everybody's mind is, what if the buyer is unable to pay compensation and the listing seller is not going to pay compensation? The big question is, as a buyer's agent, are you going to do it for free? Haven't been presented with that scenario. I probably will. I was a dairy farmer and worked for free for a long time. And the reason I would work for free is you're going to get a referral. You're going to get a relationship with that buyer because you've done them right. And, as time marches on, if that's all your deals, you're going to go out of business, so it really doesn't matter. But anyway, I've rambled on for 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I'd love your comments, and maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but if you don't, and at a listing presentation, my argument is, seller, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage in the marketplace if you don't offer compensation for a buyer's agent. Now, that's my opinion. Thank God I got one. And is it right? I don't know. It's just mine. So, Duncan Smith in the sticks. I'm just playing through this. This is brand new to the real estate market, and it's going to be interesting to see. Once we went through the pandemic, and we thought certain things were going to take place, and then throw that out the window. That didn't happen. So I'm interested in your comments, and try to keep the hate down to a little bit. Come on, a little hate will drive you. Oh yeah. Have a good day. Be blessed. And Duncan Smith in the sticks. 5 minutes, you'll never get back. Have a good day. Over now.